What's up, this your boy SB. I know it's been a minute, you don't see me here often, but if you're here today, you may have good reason, and we're gonna get into it. Be sure you subscribe, stay updated with the channel. Let's get into it. I'm SB, Sean, whatever you know me as. Content creator, video producer, video editor, videographer. I'll be out here doing work, anything multimedia related. I don't really have a YouTube channel per se, where I'm just constantly putting videos up. But occasionally I will throw up a video just to showcase some little activities or things that I'm doing. I kind of wanted to do a video discussing one of my hobbies, and my latest project was I did a helmet build. Reconditioned a speedflex helmet because I wanted to make me a throwback Falcons helmet that you see here. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how it looked. It turned out real nice, and I'm very happy with it. And the reason I kind of went that route is number one, two things. I do like doing DIY work activities, and then there's a more affordable option. If I was to try to go buy a helmet like this, I'm going to be spending conservatively $600 and up for a authentic style field version Falcons helmet, throwback at that. So what I've done and what I've noticed a lot of people that collect helmets have done, they will go find a used helmet, whether it's on Facebook Marketplace or eBay. Get it, recondition it, end up getting the decals, paint it up, and then, they'll build it out, customize it to look like the actual official version of the helmets of their favorite football team that, they cheer for or root on Sundays. I originally had me a throwback version already, which is right here. That is modeled after the, I want to say 86 to 89 season. Very similar to the other throwback helmet that I just finished. So this is the original throwback helmet and the current throwback helmet that they use whenever they wear their throwback uniforms. But let's get into it. I've been rambling too long. I'm gonna go walk you through the process. You're gonna see how I went from my speedflex that I found on eBay to getting it to look like this. Yeah. So I'm out here getting ready to sand down the helmet. It was all scratched up, so I had to put the Bondo on there. Gonna hit it with some 120 grit, and then I'm gonna work my way up, fine it down. But yeah, it was pretty scratched up, so I had to load it up with the Bondo. Just come in handy whenever you're trying to get scratches off your helmet. The Bondo, and there's a few versions, but make sure you get the glazing and spot putty. I'll show it to you later on in the video. Just fill in your gaps, sand it down. That's the main thing. Helmets are broke down, so we just get ready to sand it down. Sand the Bondo down, smooth it out. Definitely feels a lot smoother. You can't tell right now, but you can see where the Bondo filled in a lot of the scratches. When I got this helmet, they said their kid put scratches in it to make it look cool, but that's not gonna look cool for you trying to make a display helmet. So I put the Bondo on, like I said, it's filtered in, selted on. Now, if you've never used Bondo before, ideally, you layer it on, and it's supposed to fill in and seal in where the dents and scratches are. So that's pretty much what it did. I ran my finger through over where these scratches. Even though you see them, it feels a lot smoother. So I got this paint tint right here. And this little mannequin head. This is basically one of them mannequin heads used for like crafting wigs and stuff. But it's a good base, gives you a nice head shape. So you can put your helmet shell on there and balance it out while you're doing the spray. Then I got this nice little plastic Lazy Susan, so I can turn it around while I'm doing my spraying. So let's go to the paint. Well, first of all, I'm gonna hit it with this primer. I got the dupe color perfect match paint primer. Also got my I like this little device. This is a Rust-Oleum spray trigger. Lets you get more control over the paint as opposed to you just trying to do it with your index fingers. Gives you a little more just balance. And it fits on there pretty good. It works with various spray paint cans. So this may be something you want to look at. But what we're gonna do, just gonna go ahead and get the helmet up. I'll mount it up, then I'm gonna give it a coat of the primer. Make sure you ventilate. You see I got not my sunglasses, but safety goggles. And I got my respirator, you know. See, I got it primed and painted, displayed on the Lazy Susan. I took it off the actual stand because maybe to get to the top easier, and still keeps the helmet, the mannequin head keeps the helmet off of the turntable still high enough to where I can get under it, spray it underneath. Hit it with some 600 grit. Then I smoothed it off a little more with the 800 grit, just to get it a little more, smooth feeling primer. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hit it with the actual color. We got some more dupe color. Perfect match. This is original GM colors. So it's GM red. This give us close to the color we're getting, the red color we're getting with the Falcons Throwback helmet. Now, this is a lacquer-based paint. As I mentioned earlier, I kind of like using these better. The advantages, they go on, they dry quick. On disadvantages, with humidity, sometimes it causes them to have this hazing effect, so you gotta be careful about that. But I do have a workaround that I've learned. I have my heat gun. So, if we do experience some of that, which I might still just go over it with a little bit of the heat, just to help get out the whatever chemicals or whatever compounds that may be, interfering with the paint sticking to the surface like it need to. So I went over first coat, let it dry for about a good 5 minutes, then came back, hit it again, fill in spots, and then just throw another coat on. Still working on my paint game, but went on pretty even. Try not to get too thick. The dupe color, you get a little wiggle room for error. That's another advantage. Unlike enamel paints, if you get a little too close or get a little too heavy-handed, you're gonna get a lot of paint drip. The lacquer goes on a little thin, so it's better to spread out even. You got more room for error. So I started back about a good 8-10 inches off the helmet, then worked my way in to get it to stick more on there. So yeah, I just went through. Now I like these speedflex helmets, which is why I decided I wanted to go with one for my Throwback Falcons helmet. But the downside is there's so many grooves and dips and cuts inside of it. It's not like your traditional football helmets. For those of you that may also do this, your VSR4s or your Shut Air Pros or whatever, it's one solid shell, spray it on. You don't have all these different gaps and cuts in between. So it's a little tricky trying to get in between those, but it's all good. We got in there. Spray it underneath a little bit just to get on the inside, gets on that coat so it's a little consistent. Sanded it down. I think I started at 800 grit, worked my way up to like 2,000, some nice little high number in there. Just so get a nice smooth surface, smooth out anything, maybe a little orange peel, spray over or whatever. So now we about to hit it with this gloss coat. Hopefully from there, get to the decaling and get the helmet back together, and we good to go. Now, speaking of gloss coat, I want to shout out this right here. This is the Spray Max 2K clear coat. This thing right here, it gives you that nice shine to it. I swear by it, it's not your cheapest or most affordable. It's about $35-40 here and there, depending on where you find it at. but you're gonna be impressed with the results. So it's got the top right here, you pop that off, you then put it at the bottom, press down, and there's 2 compounds you mix together, and then just spray it out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm hit it with a light coat, let it sit for a little bit, work in there, and then I'm go in, really wet it up, and let that clear coat kick in and bring that sheen. So let me let you see the inside look right here, as you can see. Nice little surface. I mean, there's still some mild orange peeling on it, but nothing to where I'm losing any sleep over. I mean, I like the overall finish. Can't wait for this to dry. I'm gonna let it sit for like a day or so. Just let that clear coat harden in. And then get these decals on, get this helmet back together, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. But I'm liking the finish. Like I said, I like this 2K clear. All right, we here at the home stretch. Look at this, all glistened up. Shout out to that 2K Spray Max clear coat, gloss coat. Got it nice and shiny. And we at the home stretch, we about to apply the decals. I got them over here. It's a mixture. So I ordered them from eBay, most of it said. I got the throwback versions. Now see, they sent me this Falcons logo. But I ended up ordering through a separate company. I ended up having to actually get some custom made because like I said, I wanted the actual Falcons logo that they use now, which is it's modified a little bit from the original throwback. But this is like the current throwback style logo that they use. It's a little more accented in the outline. You can definitely see it around the beak compared to this one right here. And it's a little bigger. So I don't know how well it would fit on the helmet. This is a medium shell helmet, which I had got it because it's going to be displayed. And from what I've noticed, the large and the medium size helmets tend to display well, especially the mediums, because they give you that nice authentic helmet feel, but it don't take up as much space. The large, it's a little bigger if you want a little more size to your helmet, but it still also doesn't take up too much space. And also, because of how I'm applying these stripes, you see I had to screw back in some of the padding, so I need to put that in before I cover it with the stripes. I could have just applied the stripes and then cut it out, but from the reference photos that I had seen, they went ahead and put the padding in and then overlaid the stripes on top of the screws. I don't have that in yet because I do want my bumper to go over top of the stripe decals. I got my back one in, but it's tucked right now. But once I get the stripes unlocked, it's gonna be tucked in the back. All right, let's get to it. Yeah, so we got the final product here. You saw the whole process. Had to go through, sand it down, put the Bondo on, so I could buff down and smooth out them scratches that was in the helmet initially. I'm looking back at the before photos. There was definitely, I'm surprised. I'm amazed at the work that I put in to get those out. Hit it with the primer, hit it with the paint, hit it with the clear coat. And like I said, I swear by that clear coat. You can see how it's glistening right now with the light. I mean, this thing right here just gloss. Wet, nice and wet. Shout out to Green Gridiron. I haven't really shouted them out much yet, but I've been using them. Like I said, I've been customizing helmets for years. So I've been using them to get different types of products for my helmets for years, from chin straps, decals, stickers, the flags, and maybe a few other things, but definitely also face masks. That's the other big thing. For this one, I like the face mask that came with the speedflex. So instead of ordering me a brand new one, what I learned about is they have their face mask reconditioning service. Now, I highly recommend it. For just getting one, it's like $30 plus shipping. So you're gonna spend roughly about $50 to $60 total. But you place your order, You choose, you know, what color you want. You take your face mask. They give you the address to mail it to. Make sure you put your order number in. You ship it off to them. Then they get it back to you in about 2 weeks. Man, I recommend that route because the thing with these football face masks, I've seen people, they will take the face mask and then they'll spray paint it, but it's not the same as in getting it wax coated. They do this type of wax coating on them. So it gives you a more cleaner look and it's better quality, and it gives you longevity, as opposed to, you know, trying to spray over the wax material or whatever to color it to the face mask color of whatever team you're trying to customize your helmet to. If you know, if that's all you can do, I understand, but you know, there's something you want to look into. It just makes your helmet quality look better. I mean, look at this. And then plus they basically give you a brand new, you're basically like you're getting a brand new face mask. It goes over smooth, remove whatever rough coating. You may have bought you a helmet, the face mask was all beat up and stuff. You don't want to then try to be spray painting over top of that, you know. Go ahead and strip it down, get it recoated. I'm very proud of it. I'm glad how it turned out when I started the project, and I got it done right in time for football season. And, you know, as I'm recording this, our first game is Sunday, so you already know I'm gonna be turned up for that. It's been a few rough years here now, ever since the one thing we ain't gonna really talk about, but y'all know what happened in 2016. If not, you can go talk to Google or go find some Falcons fan that you're comfortable enough having them explain that to you without you risking your safety. I just playing. I don't think your safety gonna be at risk. But yeah, so hopefully we on the up and up. But anyway, let me know what you think. I'm sure if you're watching this video, either number one, you're a fan of the Falcons. If you're actually customized helmets yourself, maybe some of your techniques, things you've tried, what works for you. And you know, let's just enjoy the football season coming up. And all my Falcons fans, you already know what time it is. I got my Falcons Throwback on again, like I said. Got the Matt Ryan in the back and the Vic up top. We always represent Atlanta over here. I'm gonna let you get another look at this again. Oh, speaking of, I also got the chin strap. Shout out to Green Gridiron for the chin straps. I always get my chin straps on them as well. So with that being said, I'm out. Comment on the video, like, share it. Y'all be easy.